Do Joe Drama, what's happening, bruh?
Nothing. Just driving up here to Skyline to this criminal justice class, about to lace them with some real shit. You know, the black and brown family, Thizz Latin shit.
So with that, I mean, you going up here to do a class for the youngsters to talk about?
Nah, it's adults. In college, criminal justice class. They never had a gangster come up here and tell them to, the change around where somebody thinking unhealthy to thinking healthy now, and I've been blessed to come up here and have the opportunity to do that because not a lot of times people let a criminal like me go into a class and start corrupting other people's minds, So it's kind of a blessing, in disguise at the same time. It helps them understand the circumstances that some of us were born into and not, let them think that we're all monsters. It's just a way of life, the way we've been conditioned as youngsters to think a certain way and to have bad habits and routines. And in order for us to achieve our goals, we must be able to communicate to others, such as the people I'm about to talk to let them know how, I made a transition in my life, and also how not all people are bad people that come from my nationality, my race, or the Latin community.
This is your boy Goldtoes, round 2, man, Skyline College, cousin. No, straight, homie. We're gonna bring it to you live, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, back on, man. Round 2, man. I got me and my brother Joe, man. Joe about to lace these youngsters up here, man. Or these old and youngest of college, man. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna see what it do, man. You know what I'm saying? See my boy gonna put it down first time. He's gonna be at the colleges, you feel me? Skyline College, and hopefully somebody gets something positive out this segment, man. Not everything can be negative. Yada.
My name is Joseph Robles. I was born in Colorado, came to California at the age of 2, lived off of 3rd Street in San Francisco, and basically started my habits and routines. Because at the age of 2, that's when we start learning our habits and routines. And during my age of 2, I started learning bad habits and routines because of the circumstances I was born into. My family wasn't too fortunate, so we lived in a bad neighborhood. I went to a school that was predominantly black. I was like the only Mexican in the school. Even though that certain individuals look at that as being a bad neighborhood, I felt it was good because there was a lot of unity there, and there was a lot of individuals that showed a lot of love. But, I went from one school to another school, getting shipped around because of bad behavior. But these are things that, I wasn't born bad. I was born into circumstances and also people that are around me, my and historical influences. Basically everything around me, things that other people did and things that I learned was okay. During my family and also the people around me at school. Like I said, I went from living on 3rd Street. I was later on moved over to Lakeview, which is another bad neighborhood as far as drugs. I basically started going to juvenile at an early age, at 10 years old, for stealing a car. And I was set up, they let me out and I was put on probation. And ever since 10 years old, I was never off probation or parole until the age of 29. I was in and out of juvenile hall from 10 to 12. 12 years old is when I caught a serious case for attempted murder for stabbing somebody and was shipped out, did 3 years, came back. But during those 3 years, I went to a good school. They shipped me out to Colorado. I went to a good school because out there the education is so advanced that I was learning above California education. So when I came back to California 3 years later, at the age of 15, I was like 2 years ahead. I was on the honor rolls, but when I got out of juvenile, my life started changing again. I went from good to being bad again because my external influence, the people around me, I seen this is what I like. I like that negative vibe because it gives me that negative attention. No matter what type of attention it is, whether it's positive or negative, I like the negative. Also because society puts so much emphasis on materialistic things and things like, I grew up watching movies that were about crime and drugs. I didn't watch no romantic movies, movies about families, white picket fence, blah, blah, blah. Nothing like that. I grew up watching, Scarface, things about crime. So I started being conditioned at an early age that it was okay to be a criminal. It was okay to think about the police being the bad guy. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I was prejudiced and racist against white people because I was always taught that white people were bad to people of color. And I thought like that for a while, like I said, until I was 29. So I'm here, I'm 15, I graduated from high school, and then that's when I went to start doing bad again. At the age of 18, I went straight to the county jail. Going to the county jail kind of changed my life because I went from seeing people as youngsters as now I'm an adult. So now I got to be better about my crime. I got to be better about what I do as far as being a criminal. So I went basically in there and started learning from older people on how to be a better criminal. So it was my time as being, I should reflect on some of the things that I did as being bad. Like they say, they put you away, for you to think about what you did bad. I was thinking about things, how I can do better crime. They can put me away, I ain't tripping, they ain't give me a life. As long as I got a date, I'll be able to get out and do the same shit again. So I did the same stuff. I just went for a county year, which is like 5 months, 20 days. Went back out, was doing the same stuff. Basically, gang banging, selling drugs, drinking, doing drugs. And then I got busted again, did another county year. Got out. I stopped kind of gang banging and got in more into selling drugs because I learned that gang banging only brought more attention to the police when I could be making money. I'm over here gang banging, so I was like, man, I'm doing something wrong, I can't get a job, so I might as well start selling drugs to help out my situation. So I started selling drugs, then my brother started his record label, 96, and we kind of like started, like you said, that negative gangbanging life and exploiting it to other people on what we're about. And a lot of rappers, what they were doing was rapping about things that we did. They were like studio gangsters, but rapping about stuff that me and my brother and all of our people did as a group. And then we started, doing that with the record label, and then I started really thinking about other things, like trying to portray myself as a bigger gangster, a person trying to build a bigger rep. Like I got to be the top dog. So what I did is I started carrying guns and trying to sell dope. And if anybody said anything to me, I didn't care. I'd shoot them, stab them, whatever. I went to the extremes. Instead of fighting, I went to the extremes and started carrying, weapons. And I caught a case at the age of 22 for shooting 2 people at a club, the security guards. And I was very fortunate, even though I should be in prison still right now because it carries 215 to life sentence. I was very fortunate to have a good lawyer. My lawyer basically saved, what I can say is my freedom, my life, and got me 2 years. He got me 2 years because, he was a good lawyer, and plus, money talk. And I went and did that time, but while I was in there, I became something worse.